them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Illinois' offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always
turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Auburn's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the run.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. First play of the drive Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. Flying down the right side. The 20. Touchdown, Illini. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Steps away. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sanders. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. Wants to throw, it's Altmaier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it again. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back, trailing by 3, 17-14. On the move, he fires. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go, Bucks. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tiger! And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down.
football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Got his man.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Auburn offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the right.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. They'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Finds his man, it's Clement. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Going right to work up top. He fires one deep down the right side. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean,
there he goes. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Just keep slinging it. Here's the pressure. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on third down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. It's caught downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Aubie with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The margin for error is so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Pulls it in, it's Dixon. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on?
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
To throw, it's Altmaier. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Red pass hits complete. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Caught on the outside. It's Howard. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
This one's complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown Illini! And they turn it into a defensive score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going to take a shot at this DB. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Auburn lines up quickly. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the missed connection on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fitted in the window for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The play action fake.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Backed up in their own end. Don't hold the ball too long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. Looking down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 and the 11.
right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Hand off to Jones. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Auburn! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's loose. Touchdown, Illinois. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking for space. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's the give off the left side. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn going to work with another first down. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to
headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Rushes on him. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Altmaier. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Quarterback running on the draw.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that. It's lost one deep down the right side. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football.
Trying to take it back. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Auburn. The defense putting points on the board. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scored like what happened right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Illinois lining up quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Gets it past the marker. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right.
Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way throwing or running the football.
Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Arkin. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. He'll keep it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Got his man downfield. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Under fire. And they got it. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.